Hey, there we are. Looks like we're online. Let's see.
Let's give myself some a little more light. Yeah, there we go.
Are we online? Right. Hold on. Let me go check. Oh, I'm still live.
Yeah, we're live.
We are live on the U's of Tubes.
Yep, I could see us. Yep.
Okay. Yep, we're good. Okay. Rock and roll.
All right, let me get the show notes back up. Okay.
Yeah, let me go through and give Discords now that we're actually active. Let me go through and just hit these up real quick. And there's our stream cord. Yay.
Yeah. Did I let you have a roaming throne at our Exelon draft?
What?
Me.
Oh.
Magic.
That sounds like a whole lot of words with
It was.
words.
Did I let you have a roaming throne at our Exelon draft?
I'm glad you have words that you use. All right. Okay, we're rocking, we're rolling, we're good to go. Looks like we're on the tubes of you.
Woo!
Again, it seems like I've got two. Let me see if I take away that background now.
Boo-boo! What am I too low? Too hot?
Yay! No. I have a program called VCam which does backgrounds.
Okay.
But I also have EV Mux doing a background. So the two of them were the same, but it basically made it, I think it was going to give people seizures. All
Gotcha.
right. So we're in a pretty good spot, I think. Let me pull up. You've got your recording software ready to go, right?
I do, and I have double checked it like 3 times just to make sure it's not doing anything else.
All right, so we're going into episode 6, which is dealing with episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we should have done like number. It's okay though. All right.
What we should do. Shoot.
We'll talk about it. We got time.
Yeah.
This is boring for anyone who isn't us.
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. Let's make sure we can chat with our fan. Again, how do I do chatting in here?
Also, what is the part that he's wanting me to look for?
Yeah, take a second.
Throne. Oh, that card.
Oh, that card. Yeah, I hate it when you lose that card. It's the worst.
It's Roaming Throne. It was around the time when you were still playing.
No, nope. Roaming Throne was not. That was the second round of Eldraine.
No, it was Lost Caverns of Exelon.
Oh,
that was 2003.
That is a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe that was a little bit. Or maybe it was a little bit before.
That's not. Oh, there we go. Testing and test. It takes a minute for the. Okay, so it takes a minute for chats to show up, but that's okay. Okay. Well, let's get a few of these off of the screen because nobody needs to see. Can I? Oh, we can copy a comment. Okay. I guess I could show it. How can I show a comment? Oh, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow, we almost don't need the chat on the side. That's okay though. We're not gonna.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to roll and rock?
I am ready to fly.
Red button. Okay.
Red button.
All right. Yum. All right. So okay. Let's start this off in 3, 2, 1, click.
Click.
Welcome to Lanterns TV Talk.
Welcome to Lanterns TV Talk. I'm Will.
I'm Kyle.
And this is a regular podcast showcasing and analyzing the Lanterns TV show from HBO Max, as well as taking a good long look at the mythos and stories surrounding DC Comics' Green Lantern. So without further ado, I say we head on over to Guy's Bar.
And now we go to Guy Gardner's Bar Warriors. Have a drink and pull up a chair.
Where did you go? Oh, there you go.
I left and I entered the bar. That's what happened.
Good. Well, and I've decided that one of the things I miss doing is, so I'm drinking tonight in Guy's Bar a Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. I do believe this is 9% alcohol by volume. So show's going off the rails tonight.
I'm drinking water because
good man. Hey, so am I.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Hey, first ingredient in this is water. So
yeah, exactly.
I salute. Oh, that's good. Kyle, how the heck are you, my friend?
I am doing well. I'm excited to talk about this episode. This episode when I thought maybe the second episode was going to be like a little bit downhill. Nope, it stayed that trajectory. It's kept on going up.
We'll get into that. I have some thoughts on that.
That's fair.
Basically, I think this could have benefited from a 3-episode premiere, even though there's only 8 episodes, and so it really you spend everything in 6 weeks. I think this could have benefited either from that or a 2-episode at the very least. But we'll get into that.
I do like the 2-episode premiere. If it was a 10 episode season, I think a 2-episode premiere would have been better, because ending on that cliffhanger, both cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Now having to wait a week sucks.
Yeah. So how's everything else going for you? Anything going on at home? Any of the haps or?
Nope. Still same old. Nothing really has changed since last week.
I get that. So I thought I was going to have a week home, right? Mm-hmm. And I get a call this morning from one of my coordinators, and they're like, "Yeah, we have a really high priority project." And I'm like, "Well, I'm going out of town next week." I'm like, I just got back from out of town. I'm like, "What's happening?" And he's like, "Well, yeah." I'm like, "So I think the earliest we could do this is maybe the 9th, the Wednesday, because the 8th is like technically a Monday." I'm like, if we could push it to that. So we were kind of there, and then they went and talked to people, and they're like, "Actually, can you go this week?" So I'm boarding a plane tomorrow to go to Knoxville, Tennessee, and then off to Asheville, North Carolina. So, because I got some things I can do in Knoxville for another client, and it's just like, damn it.
Dude, your freaking flyer miles must be racking them in.
Well, I drove to Maryland. That was a hard day coming back Friday. I drove to Maryland.
Okay.
But this one I'm flying to Knoxville. I'll be in Knoxville this week. Then I'm going to Asheville to finish the week. My cousin, who I haven't seen since I was 5, I think he was 5. We're about the same age. My dad's brother's son. We're going to get together.
Oh, nice.
Like, he's not far from there. I'm like, heck yeah, man, let's do this. So it's going to be cool. But, it's great to talk about the haps and stuff and things going on. But we got so much to get into. Let's just get into the mission briefing and touch on this episode.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Now it's time for a mission briefing.
Okay. Mission briefing. Episode 2 of Lantern Season 1 is called Trustfall. Written by Vanessa Baden and Chris Mundy, and directed again by James Hawes. Kyle, why don't you go ahead and tell everyone what this episode was about?
Gladly. While John's middling errand... I'm going to start that again.
Middling errand, yes.
Yeah. While John's middling errand ultimately proves eventful, Hal makes waves in Rushville, which only inspires him to dig deeper.
Okay, now I feel like we need the chipmunk sound effect. Damn it. I did start programming some sound effects just so you know.
We haven't gotten that in the. And cut it. And cut it so we don't get a copyright
9 seconds. 9 seconds. Yes. All right. But yeah. Okay. So this episode was incredibly. It was definitely world building. It was obvious they were starting to try to. They did a lot of mentions, Mogo, pocket dimension, all sorts of stuff to kind of go into there.
They dropped Coast City, but Coast City was already in the first episode. That's where John was having boxing. For the 3 times that I watched the pilot, I did not notice Coast City was on the door.
I did. Yeah. So, and here's the thing. I mean, the episode was, I think they wanted to kind of give us something, like us being actual Lantern fans. So they name dropped Mogo, Pocket Dimension, Coast City, Manhunters, all that stuff. I thought it was really quite good. Like I said, I think it could have benefited from more of a, tied into the first one. Because I think for non-Green Lantern fans, like my dad was watching it, and for him, I was like, okay, I got to explain that to you. Yeah, I'm going to need to explain that to you as well. And here's why I laughed at Mogo. Dad, Mogo's a planet. Like, I was like, he's like, Mogo doesn't socialize. Why is that funny? And I'm like, because he's a planet. You know what? We're just going to go over this. But
we'll explain it later.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll show it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Now I'm beginning to think they will show Mogo at some point. But
I mean, why name drop Mogo and not show him? At least just someone flying by him.
Right.
That would be.
Well, did you notice he didn't have the green when he was flying in space?
He didn't.
I had a slight issue with that.
I saw it. I am okay with it for now. I mean, they added more green into something else we'll talk about a little bit later, compared to some of the trailers. But
absolutely,
it's better than nothing.
Yes. Let's get into this because I really want to get into speculation.
Yeah.
So the episode kind of starts. One cool thing is they don't time hop this episode, and I think it benefits from that. We are still in 2016. It starts off with Hal's going to give John a flying lesson. I love how Hal woke him up.
I'm glad it wasn't his piss or anything.
Yeah. Because my gosh, like what? Like, was that an option? Did we worry that was an option?
Well, I mean, I have seen it done before in like Band of Brothers. In Band of Brothers.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, did you have friends that did this? Because honestly, we should talk about your trauma.
No. We're fine.
Okay.
No, I have. I mean, I wouldn't have. Well, I would. Hal wouldn't do that, but so I'm glad he didn't do that.
Right.
But yes. Also, how the hell did Hal get into John's room without a key? And I don't want to say he's using the ring.
I say he's using the ring. He used the ring to make a $20 bill.
I mean, yeah.
I think you have the ultimate skeleton key there. Like, go to town.
That's true.
But I liked it. It starts with his flying lesson. That was kind of a really cool little bit. We've seen it in some of the trailers, and we've seen where John's thinking about flying, and he ends up creating a bird. A little pigeon, a canary, whatever you call it. And, from there, Hal and him kind of talk a little bit. They kind of giggle. And then Hal...
He takes off the ring.
Hands it to John.
And No. After John does the flying lesson, he creates the bird, John takes off the ring, gives it back to Hal, and the construct is still going.
Yes. And the ring is out of power. It's like we're almost out of charge. You're at 5% or whatever, and he does this whole which is we could speculate on that if you want because I've never seen this before. He's like, oh well, there's a one-time use thing. You tap it twice on something metal and you get 5%. If that's the reserve life-saving, because the ring used to have that old school, and they really haven't done it much in the newer. But the rings had they wouldn't let you die even if you ran. They had a reserve charge to keep you alive long enough. If you ran out of power in space, you were kept alive long enough, to find a planet. It's kind of how they hand waved Hal taking all the rings, and he's like, I left them enough charge. So it's that. I don't understand why they wouldn't just say that and say it has a reserve charge, has shades of Ellie Stewart. Nice, nice, Lanterns Live. Thank you for that. I liked it, but I would have preferred the reserve charge because I've always loved that part about the rings. Kyle's didn't have it, the reserve emergency failsafe,
because he didn't need to recharge it.
Right,
eventually
he had to recharge. No, they moved to. I got into this discussion on one of these Facebooks, or it might have even been on Lanterns Live's Discord, where somebody was like, might have been Reddit, where they're like, I think the time charge, or I think having a finite charge is stupid. Timing, or even a finite, they should just have it. And I'm like, no. I disagree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I mean, it takes away from the whole battery aspect.
Exactly. Why would you need a Green Lantern if the ring would stay powered forever?
But I mean, Kyle does. I think it's when he's with
Ion.
I think it's Sentinel at the time.
Yeah,
Alan Scott. Because he was worried why his ring didn't need to recharge, and then we find out that his ring is different than the others because it was created
because he can influence yellow. He had a finite charge, but it was long term. It was 100%. I'm all for the finite charge. I think having the battery is important from a writing standpoint, if nothing else. GL becomes incredibly overpowered the minute you take away. We already took away the color issue of yellow or whatever.
Right.
And thank God we never went back to wood. But you took that away, taking away the finite charge, and nothing stops them from basically being, Superman and Injustice too. It needs to be there. I just kind of wish that they had done if he had tapped it and been like, it has a reserve charge. It gives me long enough. It's got like a 5% charge to let me get someplace safe before it, loses power. Tapping on the back of a car made no sense.
When he tapped it, I thought that was him making it work.
Yes.
Resetting it just a little bit.
I thought the battery was in the trunk. I thought he sent John on a wild goose case, and the battery was always in the trunk.
See, that would have been funnier for Hal to do.
Yes.
It would have pissed off John so much more if that was the case. But then we wouldn't have gotten to see Hal's freaking mansion.
Exactly. Well, headcanon. This is my own headcanon. Hal's mansion, he's like, yeah, I saved somebody's rich guy's son.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at that and I'm like, that's Carol Ferris's house. He's just squatting at Carol's. He's
got a lawn chair and
and a TV. He's got the single guy TV.
That's
the only thing he's missing is the cable spool coffee table from a construction site.
Did you? I know we're jumping a little
Lanterns,
bit here.
I agree too.
Yes.
Him hitting the trunk was like the Fonz. I can see that.
I know we're jumping in a little bit.
Go ahead.
But did you see the pictures in his mansion of all of some of the events? There's him with Barack Obama, which goes back to the first episode, and then there's a picture of him with the cast of Harry Potter.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, this is why he has a fascination with Harry Potter. He was there with them at the premiere. Yeah,
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So he sends John on this errand. Hal starts investigating more of Rushville.
Yeah.
And then he goes into town and notices there ain't nobody there. No. Everybody's gone. So he uses the last charge of his ring, which I thought was again, we could talk about the bird in a minute. Uses the last charge of his ring to fly up, which I thought was a great effect.
Mm-hmm.
It was obvious he was on a cherry picker. I don't care.
Yeah.
But he looks around, and then power runs out, and beep beep, and he falls and lands on the ground. But when he was up in the sky, he saw that everybody in town seemed to be at some sort of meeting, and so he goes to the meeting, and there's a little bit The meeting was something they could have done without, I think. I don't think they needed the meeting. But I get why, you've got John Ritter's kid there, and there was some nuance there. And you get to see again Hal and the sheriff I'm beginning to be like, okay, like they're gonna smash before the end of the season. That's just gonna happen. But
yeah, I mean, the whole town was there. You had Macon in the front with his wife,
right,
and then later on you had Jason Ritter come in but telling him that all the charges are dropped. You don't have to worry. You're not a flight risk. You could go back to Coast City or wherever.
That's the whole point of the scene, was trying to be like, you're free to go.
Go. Yeah. Now. Please leave this town.
Go ahead.
No, so what we didn't mention was when Hal was at the football field, besides him sitting in the exact same spot that he was in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He went through the metal detectors and it didn't go off.
Right.
I
thought he did that afterward, because that kind of triggered. Okay.
No, because then that's where he went to go search the town.
Well, he did that after he saw everybody was in the meeting, and he kept asking, how long is this going to go? She's like, no more than 30 minutes. He's like, I'll only need 40. And I'm like, that's fantastic. So he leaves. He goes to the hospital. He grabs the 4 dead aliens, and I'm quoting that for a reason. We'll get into speculation, but I'm saying aliens. Takes them, and they set off the detector, the quote-unquote metal detector. Yeah, and so they try to send Hal away. Hal does all this investigation. Meanwhile, and then he's got a car full of corpses, which I thought, and then to realize it's John's rental car full of corpses
that he's already vandalized on. He took out that front piece.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there going, if he's trying to get the metal detector to go off, wouldn't the crowbar have worked?
The crowbar would have done it. The crowbar would have done it. His belt would have done it. Heck, I even think his ring would have done it too.
Well, I don't think it's very powerful, but the crowbar would have been enough. It's the size of a small arm. I'm just sitting there going, I think he was just being a dick.
I think he was.
So he goes and he's got the 4 guys. The sheriff pulls him over, and he's like, look, you got to get me back on the property. She's like, he ain't going to let you on, but whatever. They go to Macon's ranch. And guys, how we're going to do the recap here is we're going to do Hal first and John. They do intersperse between.
Yep.
But in any event, they go to Macon's ranch. There is a confrontation between Macon and Hal. He's not letting him on. He's not going to let him search anything. And Hal, I think, somewhere along the way realizes, shit, I forgot. The ring don't have a charge. What? What am I? He tries to bluff Macon. You're not going to shoot me. I have this ring, and he gets shot. So he gets shot. The sheriff is waiting. The sheriff's waiting for all this stuff. She's waiting for him to wake up. He wakes up. They have a conversation, and again, there is some serious mojo between the two of them. Whether it's happened before or not, there's definitely some serious. Because I'm like, why is she waiting for him? Like, it makes no.
She's waiting for him because he's cuffed to the bed, so she can explain to him why he's cuffed to the bed.
But she could have had somebody call him. But again, where's the doctors? There was nobody in the hospital. That could be the reason why. Yeah,
we're the other law enforcement in this town.
Right.
It seems to just be her.
Right. And that's just it too. Hal, so that's kind of the end of Hal's journey, is that he's at the hospital. Him and her have a conversation. He makes some promises. She makes some promises. She releases him. He's walking out of the hospital, and he notices that nobody has signed in or out.
Yep.
And there are no patients anywhere. He even mentions that some of this equipment looks brand new. The hospital has not been touched.
No, it seems it's very clean. It is a very clean hospital, as it should be, but it seems too new. Something is going on in that hospital as well.
Yeah, 100%. So And don't get me wrong, I'm looking at that, and I almost think it's the same damn hallway. I'm like, if Rick Grimes comes out of one of these rooms,
Well, I was
this is
thinking
a different show.
I was thinking it's the Star Trek hallway. It's the exact same hallway, just on no matter how you
And
film
JD, Turk and JD show up. No, but so that's kind of it. And then he kind of goes back to sit at the hotel, wait for John to come back. John is he's having his own fun.
John is having the best time.
Talk about John's story here. Why don't you take that?
So while John is going through Hal's mansion, he finds the suits, one of 3 suits, and it is a lot greener than than in previous trailers. They got rid of the brown. I want to say it's
overwork.
Yeah, they did. They colored it.
Fine. And I'm glad. You know what? We spoke. They heard.
Yeah.
I salute.
Yeah. We, as in the general.
Sorry,
we.
Grant. It can't always be. Sorry, Grant Morrison. It can't always be. CJ, never mind. We'll talk about that.
So we then we have John go into the box, which then Hal says Mogo doesn't socialize, opens up into the pocket universe.
The pocket dimension, not the pocket universe. Pocket dimension.
Pocket dimension.
DC, there is a pocket universe.
I think it's Superman. That's a pocket universe.
Yes.
In there.
But I don't even know if that exists anymore now that they got the multiverse back. That's a very interesting conversation. Because it was really designed to give you the Legion back without having Superboy. That was the whole reason the pocket universe existed. Oh, and to kill Zod. But anyway, go on.
John goes in, finds the lantern. It's smaller than I would have thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger.
I want it.
I do want it, especially when I get my ring.
Yeah. Which you're going to have to take to get resized, but that's.
We'll find out. Maybe. So then John goes back outside. He gets attacked by people.
Yep.
We then
great action scene here too. No, don't fast forward. He's in the van. Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot about the van. Sorry, yeah. I was fast forwarding.
I know you were. You wanted to get. You know
I
what?
do. I want to get to that.
You didn't want to go around third base, man.
I want to get to that.
You wanted to get to home base. You wanted to skip third, but you know what? Some people like third base. So,
it's true.
So I'll take that. So there's this. John's kidnapped in the van, and basically between the bird and John, he gets out using a lot of his Marine Corps training. Which, again, they're showing us, not just telling us that John, there's a reason John is tapped.
Yeah.
And John he breaks out of the van and goes for a very long time down traffic in a run.
He runs pretty fast. He runs faster than the guy that's chasing him.
Almost not human, but we won't go there yet.
Yeah, but then
cough ion.
But then he grabs the bird construct and then gets hit by another truck.
Right.
And then
he gets hit by the other, the black guy, or not the black guy, the black truck from the bosses there.
Yep. He then wakes up by this new character. He isn't.
I forget his name.
Named in the scene, but it's Anton.
That was his name.
Antaan.
Aan.
Which,
I
don't
some
think
of those letters
is.
Some
of those letters. We then find out the origin of the Manhunters and how that the Guardians created them. And they
don't go into that. No.
Sorry,
they skip
that's just my mind. That
was it too. I was being very, very specific. I was listening very specifically. They talk about the Manhunters. They talk about the Guardians trying to get control of them, but he doesn't talk about the fact that they were the precursors to the Green Lantern Corps.
That's true.
And I think they're trying to keep that. That's something they want to reveal later for the non-Lantern people. Now, there isn't any Green Lantern fan that isn't like, excuse me. and that's just it. So, and that's again why, we could put this right on Front Street. Again, we should have said at the top, spoiler. If you haven't seen the episode, you should. There is no...
If you're listening this late, sorry.
Yeah. There is absolutely almost no possibility that Anton is not Atrocitus. This is the worst kept secret since Benedict Cumberbatch was standing on the Enterprise saying he's Khan. All right? Like, we all know it's I'm cool with it. I'd rather they drop that bomb early than late.
Yep.
But at least that's my thinking. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
He's
I'd
also,
love to be wrong.
if he is playing Atrocitus, he's playing it very laid back, not
controlled.
Very
not
controlled.
Rage-filled.
Yeah.
Not rage.
Well, not yet. Not much rage yet.
But that could
there
also
will
explain the bombs is in that, because it was
It could
acidic
be.
blood in the comics.
Mhm.
It'd be interesting if the bombs are tied to
their-
the red, but we can again speculation.
But-
So what
so
happens
we
when
then-
John's at Anton?
Oh, well, he explains that the Manhunters destroyed his entire civilization.
Sector 666. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. And then he's like explained, have you ever seen someone that you love die in front of you? And then we get all that. And then which I thought was fear being injected
'cause it was
into
yellow.
John because it was yellow. But it's basically just a memory thing that has him that has him see all the
like
atrocities.
the Matrix is what I was thinking. Yeah.
The atrocities that this Manhunter did. And we find out that there was one that escaped, and it's here on Earth.
And I want to talk about that for a second because I love that. Okay, again, I like that Lanterns has been doing a lot of, show don't tell, but not show everything. The fact that they didn't do, we'll see it. At some point, John's going to remember it. They'll give us that flashback then. But it's so much more scary, so much more horrifying to just see Aaron's reaction to what is supposed to be going through his mind. We ourselves wrote a better image of what happened there than probably they could have. And so when we see it, because again, I think they have to show it at some point.
Yeah.
When we see it, I think it's going to be one of those things that's going to be really kind of a cool thing. So I'm glad they did it that way.
Yeah. So then
keep going.
So then they give John 48 hours to find the Manhunter, and
After John talks them into it too. John's
Yes.
giving them John's
John's
holding
letting, hey,
his own.
let me do this. I want to live. It's like, okay, we'll give you 48 hours to find him, or we're gonna
Don't tell Hal. Don't don't get any Guardians involved. Don't contact. Don't let anybody know.
or we're gonna start blasting.
Or we're gonna basically. They're like, we'll all land. We all have the neutron bomb in us, and we'll wipe that whole. Probably, I think he said the town, but John goes to say like half the state of Nebraska off the map.
Yeah.
And again, except for our Nebraska friends who are watching this right now, if there are any, not a big loss. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That got dark. But yeah,
They let him go.
Yeah.
And then he goes to a diner out on the outskirts of town.
Yep.
I'd want to say he meets up with Zoe again, and she's like, "Small town, it's bound to happen." She explains,
and I don't think that was an accident by any stretch.
She explains her marriage to John.
Because John's
and
trying
all
to find
that.
out if he's and this is what I love about the character of John. John is trying to come to grips with the idea that he cheated with somebody who's married. And his moral compass is so incredibly tuned that he's like, do you guys have an open marriage? Like he's trying to, I interpreted that as he's trying
He's trying to make it right in his mind.
Exactly and that was my thinking. That's how I interpreted that scene. Is he's like, so what's the story with your marriage? And she's like, we're married. And he's like, no, like, and she's basically like, nope, I just cheat when I wanna. And he kind of understands it, but he blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, John is moral good. He's incredible, and he's trying to understand.
Well, he even said, I wouldn't have slept with you if I knew you were married.
Exactly. Which I have that same rule. And Karosh, I don't know if they did say don't tell Hal, but John did later.
Yeah.
So let me put, he said, did they say not to tell Hal? And I'm assuming you mean Hal. I missed it if they did. I think he was saying, it was implied. And John says later, they explicitly, he used the word explicit. They explicitly told me not to tell you. So, and again, that's John's moral code. I am a Green Lantern. I'm working for the Green Lantern Corps. My loyalty is to the Green Lantern Corps. I don't want anybody to die, but I'm going to say whatever I have to do to get out of a hostage situation. I had no intention of following through, and that's the other part of the episode. So that's kind of where the episode kind of ended there with John and Hal. We'll get into like the very ending. Is John and Hal meet up.
Yep.
And John basically, they have some conversation. John's basically like, I kept this thing alive. And by the way, I was told that makes me pretty damn advanced. Don't I get at least a hoorah? And he's like, and Kyle, just that hoorah. No, it wasn't even that. It was like, hoorah. Anyway, it was like, I was like,
fly, please.
Yeah, it was, and then John disintegrates the bird.
Yeah, and he's just like, it's just a bird. It's just a construct.
Yeah, because Hal wanted to know what that was about.
I am liking how every construct disintegration is the same. It's just poof and blown away. But it's really still
like, yeah.
It's still. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. I really like the conversation between them. In that John, it shows a lot about John, because I also think that the writers very easily could have been like, okay, we're not going to even mention it. We're going to make them wonder for a week. Part of the cliffhanger could have been, is John going to tell Hal that he got kidnapped and met with this Anton guy? They could have easily pushed that off.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't. They only gave it to us for about 10, 15 minutes. We only had the question. And then John's immediately like, this is what happened. And he goes through the whole thing. He hides nothing, and then other than the word manhunter. And it was at the very end when, after he's given Hal his lantern. And by the way, Hal's oath was,
in brightest day, blackest night, we shall escape. I said, let those who worship peoples might be where my power grew. And just like the fastest I've ever heard anyone say it. And that's because he doesn't like saying it.
No. And I think that's a part of the old mythos was he has to say an oath. Not necessarily. Every Green Lantern back in the day had a different oath. I think since Jeff Johns, they gave them all the same oath, which is fine. Yeah. He's like, you have to say your oath when you do the thingy. Great. Wonderful. But the way he did it, some were like, he didn't want John to hear it. I'm like, no.
No, I
think it was literally like, he's rolling his eyes going, in Bray's day, but shall keep my sight, let those worship people's night to wear my power. Green Lantern. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. But also in the bag, he brought Hal's suit with him.
That's where I was going next. And he pulls out the suit. He's like, didn't I say leave this? And I forget what John said. It was something like, I couldn't. Yeah, I wish I could remember off the top of my head. Yeah. But it was something about duty and honor. Something to those terms. And it's good that he did, because the very end of the episode, okay, so they're sitting there and they've had this, and John's kind of done. John starts heading back to his room and he turns around and he goes, wait, I got one more thing. They mentioned about manhunters. Like, and Hal immediately goes from Captain Arrogant, like, I'm so fucking annoyed with this kid, Junior, to, where did you hear that word? And it just sets that whole thing. So he then basically goes into his room, argues with himself for a bit, and then he's like,
no, we find out that Abin Sur was the one carrying the Manhunter and crashed into Earth. So that is the reason why there's hail in Rushville.
Right. But the idea was, what I'm saying, that was way earlier. Anton said that the Manhunter was with a Green Lantern was bringing the Manhunter to justice, and he said it like justice, so it's obvious. And then I think what they're doing is some of the secret origin, and we could get into speculation, which we'll save that. Hal goes back to his room, and he's rolling his eyes. He's fighting with himself. He's like, damn it. And he puts on the uniform, walks outside, and flies up into space. Yep. Immediately goes to what I've heard is Oa, their version of Oa.
It's a very different looking Oa.
Very different Oa. Don't get me wrong. I still miss the yellow Oa, where the Guardians made every building yellow because of the yellow impurities. So they were like, no Green Lantern could destroy the planet because all the yellow buildings. But be that as it may, he gets back. He gets to Oa or wherever the prison is, and he's walking through science cells, and lo and behold, he goes in and talks to Sinestro.
Mm-hmm.
And Sinestro has an incredible line there where he's like, Hal asks him immediately about the Manhunter, and Sinestro says something to like, Manhunters are the second most dangerous thing you have to worry about right now, or something to that effect.
Second greatest threat.
Yeah, second greatest threat. Did he say to you or to your planet right now?
To you.
Yes. Okay.
To you. Why don't you tell me about Jon Stewart?
It's it. That's how it ended. So very cool ending.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a lot of speculation,
and we don't get a 2026 fast forward at all.
No
I
time.
I thought that's
No
how they
time
were
jump
going
at
to
all.
do each episode was main story 2026, and then at the end have the 2026 storyline. But they don't.
We talked a little longer about nuts and bolts. Let's get to speculation because this is where everything's at. So let's get to the Book of Oa, and we'll climb in.
It's time to read the Book of Oa.
Okay, so the Book of Oa is where we discuss speculation, ideas here. Shout out to Charlie Block. If he is in prison, how does Sinestro even know? That's just it. I think we find that out next week, but that is a very good question, Kirosh. How do we even know? How does Sinestro even know about Jon Stewart? I think Jon Stewart's been involved longer than we think.
Mm-hmm.
I think we find that out next week, but man, there is a lot to unpack.
The trailer does show a lot, and also questions a lot of what we know as Green Lantern fans, I think.
So I think the first thing we have to unpack, and again, holy cats, the guys, this may go a little long. If you're listening on your podcatcher, I'm not going to edit it, because I think this is good conversation. All right, so I guess we'll talk first about the gang who grabbed John.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think they are? I mean, obviously, we just kind of said we thought it's Atrocitus.
Yeah, we think it's Atrocitus, and we think it's the whatever species he is. I'm sorry, I do not know offhand. I think
they mentioned it before back in Red Lantern Zero, but I can't remember it offhand either. If only there was a place out there, if there was only a place to go to put in keywords to see if maybe information can...
Atrocitus is... species
is a Ryushian alien.
Ryushian.
From the planet Riot.
Well, that makes sense.
Ooh. Okay, and I forgot about that. I just read Red Lanterns. That's right. His real name in the book, Atros. Atros. He's Atros. He's 100% Anton.
Well, this is Atros, not Anton.
Atrocitus' real name is Atros.
Yeah.
And Atrocitus is a Ryushian from Riot. Riot was in Sector 666, where the Manhunters destroyed every living being except Atrocitus. So, if you haven't read Red Lantern Zero, it's probably a worthwhile read. It is in DC Universe Infinite. I get no points for that. It's # not sponsored, but it may be worth it to try to dig that up.
Also, Rage of the Red Lanterns, that whole book, that's a prelude to Blackest Night. That gives a good explanation as well.
Of 666, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think where everybody it's like Khan from Star Trek, whatever the heck bad movie that was. Legit. I think
Into Darkness.
Into Darkness was horrible. We can argue. Oh, sir.
I saw that.
It was derivative. It wasn't better. It was derivative of the best Star Trek movie they made. It wasn't even done well better. The whole Kirk. Don't get me started on that. All right. Anyway, Green Lantern. So, I don't think. Is Atrocitus a Red Lantern yet, or is he just a bounty hunter or something that got some really cool tech?
Considering that as of right now, there is no
emotional
spectrum. There is no emotional spectrum. There is no yellow lanterns or anything like that. I think it's just Atrocitus. I think it's just him as an alien disguised as a human, which I'm sick of. I need to see an alien besides Sinestro.
I get
want
why
to
they're
see
doing it, though.
aliens. I
get
get
why.
it. I get it. They're trying to blend in. I get it. But they could have dropped their form.
But the CG for Atrocitus. I mean, because think about it, he has to be bigger. I mean, they're going to have to. It's good. We're talking Hulk of MCU level CGI.
I know.
I get why.
They would have. They'll probably use the rest of that budget towards the end of the season to do that. I get
because
it.
I want Kilowog. If you're going to do that, though, give me Kilowog. I could live without Atrocitus. Give me freaking Poozer Man.
Give me Kilowog for a season 2.
Yeah.
That'd be
Absolutely.
awesome.
So I don't think they're the Red Lantern Corps, but I do think they are 100%. It's Atrocitus. I think this might lead to the Red Lantern Corps. So I think we're kind of agreeing in on that. Okay, so the big one. Here's the big one. Actually, we're going to push off the big one.
Okay.
So the sheriff, she mentioned Gotham.
Yes, she did.
Do we think she's anybody?
I think what her last name is Kane, if I remember correctly.
If it is.
Carrie Kane.
It is. Kate Kane. Is it Carrie Kane?
It is Carrie Kane.
You're kidding me.
It's a
God, no, she's 100%. Okay. I'm in.
Very good, strong possibility that this could be either a relative to Kate Kane or is Kate Kane just leaving Gotham behind? Because I think I was actually in the first episode. She's on the phone and she says, say hi to Barbara, which everyone was like,
yes.
Oh, yes. So it must be like, okay, law enforcement ties to Gotham. Okay, maybe this is just a nod of the hat to it, but it's possible. I could see it.
I hope it is. I don't want her to be she's not Batwoman. I'm sorry, she's way too cool and way too fun and way too awesome to be Batwoman. And she's also straight. She's married to a man. So
yes,
I don't want them to make her Batwoman because even though that's been a change in the comics, I think it's a solid, good change. But I'd love it if she was Flamebird because that was Bet Kane originally. Yeah. The original Batgirl was Bet Kane, and they made her into Flamebird. Yeah. She was the original Batgirl under Batwoman, and then they made Barbara. So, yeah, I kind of agree with that. Now, at first, I'm like, well, gosh, maybe it's one of the cops from Gotham and stuff. And I'm like, no. I didn't realize it was Kane. 100%. I'm going with either she was Batgirl, and maybe that's why that would explain why she's like, say hi to Barbara. That if she was talking to Kate, and and they make a Batwoman and Batgirl, that would be interesting. And I could see them doing that. That would be I'd be kind of okay with that.
Because, because she's not Batgirl at all.
He's like, and I think she might be. No, again, he put it, look, though, he separated Bat and Girl, not Barbara Batgirl. I think he's saying the Betty Kane Batgirl.
Okay.
Batgirl existed before Barbara Gordon. She was around in the late 40s and 50s, I think 50s, and that's when Kate Kane was there as Batwoman and Betty Kane was there as Batgirl, Bat-Girl. And then 66, Batman, they bring Barbara in, make her Batgirl, so the comics kind of retroactively retconned that and made her into that.
Okay.
And that's why Bet Kane became Flamebird in newer DC Universe continuity.
Gotcha.
So 100%, I think that's what you're looking at there. All right, I think we hit the nail on the head on that. Let's get to the
you
big one.
You also have like what's up with the town.
Well, I'm gonna marry these two, my friend.
Okay,
don't you
marry them.
All right. So obviously, who is the Manhunter? And I have a very strong, very, very interesting theory on this. I believe the town are all Manhunters.
It would explain a lot as to why there is no one registered in the hotel, registered in the hospital, or anything like that.
Oh, let me keep going. So I think the lead Manhunter is one of two people. I don't want it to be Zoe because I've had a thought on that, and we'll come back to who I think Zoe could be. And I really kind of want it to be that. So we're going to hold that.
Okay.
So I don't think it's Zoe, and I don't think it's Macon. I'm wondering if the head Manhunter isn't Hal Jordan.
That would be interesting.
Hal was there. He got called by the Ring, okay, to come and assist Abin Sur to take over for him. If a Manhunter got control of that process and was dying, Hal becomes the Manhunter. Don't forget, Hal made an alert for himself that hasn't been touched in a very long time. So Hal becomes the Manhunter, right? And he starts, and maybe he makes one other Manhunter and says, go make many others. And maybe they're doing it the way they did it in the comics with the Lost Lanterns, in that they're not killing them. It's not aliens, although they could make it that. You know, they're taking everybody in. They're capturing them, putting them somewhere to power up until, like the Matrix or something, until
it's kind of it's kind of the first episode of Justice League, the animated series, where they have the white Martians be everyone, but they're set off somewhere else because they're using their consciousness to know everything. I could see that happening.
And then Hal comes out 10 years ago. After all of this happens almost, you know, he comes out as Green Lantern. So a Manhunter would have no use for a secret identity. And he had been around for a while. Now, my thinking is those alien, quote unquote, alien detectors, I think are human detectors. I don't think those 4 guys were aliens. I think they were either, if they were alien, they were organic. I think they're either human or organic detectors. It didn't go off when Hal went through because Hal's a Manhunter. And it only went through with the dead bodies. But if it was registering that, it's a thought.
It is a thought.
Discuss.
I want to say John went through one of those metal detectors in the first episode, and it did not go off.
We need to find that.
So
did go off. No, it did go off, and he was surprised. I think. Oh, God, we gotta go find that back. Yeah.
Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, that's a pretty damn good solid theory. I almost hate it because it's good, and because I don't want Hal to be a Manhunter, but it would fit the 2026 of it all. Yeah. I could see Carrie also not being a Manhunter, a full-blown
No, Carrie's human. And that's why I think Carrie is reaching out to Hal thinking he's on her side. She probably feels like she's alone.
But she's also on her own side. So
right, but she's alone. You know what? She's from Gotham. She's been imported. She was around in 2026 as well. And she mentioned her son.
Yeah. Yeah, would it be 10 years older and everything. Yeah. So
okay, they're saying Jon Stewart did not test or walk through the metal detectors in episode 1.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
Karosh, interesting question. Let me answer. We haven't been told this yet, but Manhunters were the first space cops. They were created by the Guardians, at least in the comics. They were created by the Guardians, and there are several variations. In one variation, the rings were created for them, so they could work with them. And then in other ones, they had guns that did the same thing.
They've also got like spears or whatever.
Yeah. So the Manhunters 100%, because it's just willpower. And don't forget, too, the Lost Lantern story, that's why they kept the Lanterns alive, was because they were using the power, like to power a ring, I think, for Cyborg Superman, was it? Somebody.
I think so,
I got to go back and read that. I got to go back and read those stories. That's my homework for this.
Was Lost Lantern Jeff Johns? Was that after War of the Lanterns?
Yes. When I say Lost Lanterns, that was the story just after they launched Green Lantern and they did the Manhunter story. He goes to the Manhunter homeworld. I think it's like issue 5 to 7. It's where he discovers that Creon and Brick and Aricia and all the guys he thought he killed.
To become the
Jeff
Alpha
Johns.
Lanterns.
Right.
Who become the Alpha Lanterns
They don't
later
all
on.
become Alpha Lanterns, but they were the Lost Lanterns. He thought he killed them.
Yes. Now I remember.
Basically, the Manhunters went and quote unquote grabbed their bodies, even though they were seeing sense, and there's some issues there. Grabbed their bodies, put them into Manhunter batteries to power things. Like,
Okay.
and I think they were using the rings for that. So I think and this would be why I think it's Hal Jordan, and I think Hal Jordan got out of whatever he was in, and he shot the Manhunter and took his ring back.
Mm.
That gives us Hal at the end. It lets us have a Hal for season 2 that we haven't met, and probably dealing with PTSD, which I hate saying his name. But it's right up Tom King's alley for that. But I am really starting to think that is what is going on. I think the whole town has been replaced. I think the whole town, which is why he goes up, flies in the air, and he sees them all in one location. And by the way, I don't think Hal knows. I think
he
Hal
doesn't know that he's a manhunter.
Yes.
Yeah, if with your theory that makes sense.
And then so that gives me 2 other theories I'll go with on this and see what you think of these.
Okay.
I also think that the reason John could keep that bird is I will not be surprised if John is Ion. And he got the Ion power and doesn't know he has it, and he is also sleeping. But when he was created the bird, it was powered by, because again, he ran really fast. He outran these obvious aliens. Again, and he beat the other alien. Like, there's something going on with John.
And also, I mean, that construct should have went away
when he lost his power.
Yeah.
Hal's that we've seen it. If a Green Lantern ring loses its power, any constructs go away. There was a funny issue of Justice League International where Guy rebuilt Big Barda and Mr. Miracle's house using Green Lantern nails, and he forgot to charge it. And he was nice guy at that point still. And they're like, Guy, did you forget something? He's like, yeah, I used the nails. We should go put real ones in case I lose power. And then he loses power. And the whole house falls down. And Barda loses her crap. It's great stuff if you ain't read JLI. That being said, John being Ion, I'm kind of starting to wonder about. There's something really unique going on with John. But let me say also why I don't think it's Zoe. I want to get back to this. Are you ready for this? Yes. Zoe and John hooking up? There's a reason. She looks an awful lot of how I would have cast Katma Tui. That she is undercover, which JL Justice League cartoon had Katma undercover for a while. And when she first met John during the old Englehart era of Green Lantern, when John took over for Hal after he quit, she used the ring to turn her skin dark, like African American or Indian. She is perfect casting for that role, I think. I kind of really badly want her to be. I want Zoe Macon to be Katma Tui. Oh, and by the way, just, there are 5 letters in Katma, 3 in Tui, and there's 3 letters in Zoe and 5 in Macon. I'm just gonna.
You just. So we've got some other.
Yes,
stuff.
I'm seeing some of these. I'll throw these up. But...
Yeah.
So Kuro also says, I know protecting from the bond lowered the power of the ring, but maybe the power of the ring really went down because the amount of power used on the construct. He was already pretty low. They said it. They haven't gone through the is it a finite charge? He said, well, you're almost 48 hours since you charged your ring. Like that meant something. I don't want them going back to the planetary rotation. I always thought that was arbitrary and stupid. I always like the finite charge. I'm hoping it's a finite charge. But you could be right about that as well, Karosh. But then if he used the ring to do it, when the ring lost power, the bird should have faded. That power came from somewhere else. And then Sean's nephew said as well, go ahead and read this one, Kyle.
It says, John's powers seep into his DNA in the comics sometimes. It is one of the reasons that the Guardians wanted him. They knew that he could transcend his human status.
Right. Now, I haven't read...
I haven't
read Hard Traveling in a
know.
long time. But I thought Hal... No, the Guardians did choose John because Hal was kind of pissed about it. He's like, he has a chip on his shoulder. He's got arrogance and blah, blah, blah. And there was some 1970s racial undertones. Yeah, so even in the original history,
even in this episode, there was it wasn't, but I could see it. I could see John being like, "Oh, how's your white man doing? Oh, he went
exactly.
He told me to go get his stuff."
And that's just it. I'm going to say this right now. I know that there are going to be people out there, Nerdrotic, we know you're getting ready, man. But there's going to be people out there that want to call this woke and all this stuff. If it's woke, they're doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
They are absolutely doing it right. I'm not a fan. I'm not against woke in my media. I'm not. But do it like Star Trek did in the 80s and 90s. Weave it into the story so that it actually makes sense. Yeah. And do it in such a way that you're not hitting me over the head with a frying pan, but you're actually you're presenting the story to me so that I can draw my conclusion, because in a way you're almost doing Inception, and that's the way things stick.
Right. And I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't think that's what was written, that it was written this way. I think just someone could take it that way. I'm pretty sure it was just, hey, this is Hal. He has someone to go do his stuff for him.
But some of those people out there, someone's going
to think, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Nerdrotic, I know I'm right. I'm going to go find out. No, I don't want to go to that guy's. I don't want to mess with that algorithm.
No.
But, yeah, and then Sean's nephew even said, too, it's one of the reasons, he could use constructs without the ring, and he's like, he even does it in War Journal. Hal could create a ring out of pure will as well. Yeah, a lot of this newer GL stuff that's been going on, I struggle with. I thought War Journal was incredibly bad from a characterization and we can kind of talk about this. We will talk about it in news, so I'll save it for that. But some of the newer stuff they're coming through lately with, I just miss Green Lanterns being Green Lanterns. But so again, going back to speculation, that's my theory. I really think I think everybody in the town's a manhunter. I think Hal is a manhunter. And and honestly, that would explain why John was looking for the ring in episode 1. Yeah. Is that Hal gets shot.
And it didn't go to him.
And it didn't. And well, not just that, he looked for the ring. I think he has another ring. I do. Again, you never saw John's left hand in episode 1. After in that end scene, or right hand, did you go back and look? Because again, you never see his right hand.
I think they even made mention of that they show. I mean, because it's always going to be on the left.
It's always on the right. Green Lanterns are right hand, left hand.
I meant right. I am showing my right hand, but it looks left. But I mean, they didn't show his left, but they showed his right. So I don't know. They also said, like in the official Lanterns podcast after show, that Tom King was like, "No, Guy's got Hal's ring," and I'm like, "No, I think you're trying to throw us off."
Well,
but if you
let me ask you a question.
If you look at it, though,
the band is very similar.
The band is very similar, but this part is very different. It does lose the yellow gold out of it. But if you look at the center, that's a jewel. That's a straight up jewel.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. I think, for final speculation, we could be looking at parallax. Hal could have killed the Manhunter to take the ring to kind of start going like,
to have more power.
What's happening, guys? Nothing to see here. I'm fine.
But you also don't want to see Hal as the bad guy.
No, I don't. But I do. I wouldn't mind this. I wouldn't mind this image. Like the image when he's holding all 10 rings. I was like, that was kind of badass from the 90s. Anyway, that's my theory. I'm laying that out there right now that I think Hal's the Manhunter. I think the town is Manhunters. And I think stems from something that Anton said. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you loved? Okay. That alone makes you believe in someone we see face to face with Danny Macon. I don't think John has enough to love Zoe, Sean. Yeah. I don't want to go against you here, brother. I don't think. I'm not sure how old you are, so forgive me if I'm being a little adult. But Nookie and Love, there's a wide breadth between Nookie and Love, and it's great when they meet. And if you're younger, you should definitely wait until they meet.
I would almost think that if John has ever been betrayed by someone, it'd be his father or one of his brothers. I think it's.
Yep.
I think that. I think
That's
he saw
far more
something
likely.
with his father in his mind or whatnot. But I mean, there's also something else. A little bit of speculation. Who is the mystery benefactor that the Macon cannot say
Guardian.
because of his NDA? You think it's a Guardian?
I think it's the Guardians.
You don't think it's something closer to home, say like an Amanda Waller or a Lex Luthor?
I wish. I'd love it if they pull. I don't think they'll pull Luther in.
Maxwell Lord or Flag.
They can't pull
Flag Senior.
Gunn's brother cannot play. Casting Gunn's brother as Max Lord was a mistake.
I know, but it's funny.
Yeah, I think. No, here's the thing, Sean. If you get the chance, read Red Lantern Zero, because that story speaks to betrayal. The Manhunters were charged with the protection of the galaxy. They were all over Riot, and what happened was over time, some of the Ryotians, however you pronounce it, they would ask the Manhunters questions. It's very similar to the Orville episode where the Kalon, where the Manhunters just kind of snapped and killed everybody. I think that, but Atrocitus really 100% believed in the Manhunters and the idea of justice and having galactic justice. And then having all this stuff happen, part of how he goes so rage is that these Manhunters kill his kids, and he's telling his kids, no, they would never do that. Stuff like that. I firmly 100% believe that what Atrocitus is saying is he knows somehow what's up with John. And I think we're going to find out that John is either, well, here's one. Is John's dad a Guardian?
From the trailer that we got, there is a green light that does descend upon John Sr. and John Jr. baby.
Yeah. Or it was John Sr. a Manhunter. And is John a child? Ooh. And is John a hybrid? Because think of how he treated Zoe's son.
Yeah, compassion.
And he had an automatic,
which is the reason why he
thought.
Which is the reason why he gets the lantern, the compassion, Indigo.
Yeah,
Indigo later.
Yeah, interesting ideas. There's more to come.
There's,
and Kurosh, he's like, I don't think they would do it because I think the fans would churn. I don't think so. I think a lot of fans would like to see. I would rather see Hal be a Manhunter and be a fake, and the real Hal still out there somewhere and able to come back, than to have Hal go parallax. And I think they know that. I think they heard us. There wasn't a Green Lantern podcast. There wasn't a Green Lantern content creator out there who, when they started talking about the Lanterns, and especially after in Blackest Night, that everybody said the same thing. I'm sick of Hal being parallax. There are better stories to tell with Hal. Like, frickin' tell a good story.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that in that terrible Justice League Tomorrowverse movie, which I keep seeing clips for. I've seen the whole thing. The in Blackest Night.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they butchered that whole storyline in that movie. And they butchered that whole Tomorrowverse anyway.
Everybody, and I feel bad for Kyle fans because the movie they told in that movie was Kyle's story. That they took John and put him in Kyle's, and I'm like, anyone who's a Kyle fan, you got my pity for that. But I truly, truly, truly believe that they're going to make Hal a man. Hal is not Hal. He's something else. Whether or not that's an addition, whether or not that he's a copy, but I'm going to die on this hill. And if I'm wrong in week 6 or 7, I'm sure you'll all be here to tell me how wrong I am. But we've talked for quite a while. We've gone a little bit over. We still have some news, so I think we should pivot to, news is part of this, right? Or news is part of the Book of Oa. So let's pivot to that. First of all, Lanterns. Go ahead and share that.
So within the first 3 days of streaming, so Sunday through Tuesday of last week, Lanterns pulled in a very successful 9.3 million viewers. and that it took down House of Dragon off the top spot. It was the highest viewed DC show on HBO since its inception ever.
Yeah.
And so far, no. Season 2 has continued to be talked about with everyone, with the writers and everything, but nothing. I haven't heard of a for real. Okay, we are getting season 2. I think we're going to wait until.
I think it's going to. Let's see what it does this week.
Mm-hmm.
After the movie and the fact that movie viewership drops 50% almost every time, they want to see what happens week 2, 3.
Yeah.
Kurosh, and I'll pivot back to this. Kurosh he put this in. He went through this with Star Trek when in Discovery Season 1, the captain turned out to be a mirror universe captain. So that's why he was not acting like a Federation captain, and that just lost me.
They also wanted to bring the mirror universe back in.
It's apples and oranges for me, because here's the deal. That was execution. It could have been done right. I think that story could have been. Discovery was a hot garbage mess, and Kurtzman needs to fall off the planet.
But season 2 was a lot better. It was. Discovery season 2 was a lot better.
I'm seriously thinking about kicking you at this point.
We could talk offline about
news. Yeah, let's talk to this. All right. So the other piece of news I found, which I thought fascinating, and I got this on one of the Discords and some of the Reddits, that there was an article put out by Grant Morrison last week, and they basically called out Lanterns. I think he put it on his Substack.
Oh.
And basically, Morrison shared that they felt obliged to watch the first episode of Lantern after criticizing the glib dismissal of the color green by the writer and producer Lindelof. And he mentions he likes Jon Stewart. He's like, Kyle Chandler anchored the show with a great turn as Dr. McCoy. Morrison added that Chandler's take on the iconic character wasn't any Hal Jordan I recognized. Willpower and booze don't mix for a start. And he goes on to really kind of bash it. And I feel obligated to respond to this, because I said this in the Discord, and I truly believe it. First of all, I love Grant Morrison. I love Grant Morrison. I was Grant Morrison on Doom Patrol. I read that book. I was Grant Morrison when he took over the X-Men, and he kind of lost me there. We'll talk about that. I was Grant Morrison, though, when he came back to DC and took over the Justice League, and he freaking knocked that out of the park. Actually, was it in reverse? Yeah, it was Doom Patrol, then Justice League, then X-Men. Yeah.
And he knocked it out of the park with his run on Batman, too.
And then Batman, he knocked it out of the park.
He created Damian Wayne and all of that. And then
he created the Court of Owls, I do believe.
Yeah, no. Okay. That was Scott Snyder.
That was Scott Snyder, yes. But he created the Pig guys. So
he created Professor Pig, yep.
Yeah. That being said, and by the way, I keep forgetting that. Morrison wants us to use that.
Oh, so does he?
I apologize if Mr. Moore, or what do I call you, Mr. Morrison? I don't know. Sir Morrison, because I'm not sure if he's knighted, but whatever. I apologize for that, but here's the deal. This reads like sour grapes. Morrison has been hit and miss for me for many, many, many years. Like I said, for every Doom Patrol and Justice League, there's an X-Men and a Green Lantern, whatever the heck the name of that series he wrote was. Morrison does...
The Green Lantern.
Yeah, the Green Lantern, that's right. Morrison does avant-garde, weird, spacey, out of the realm stuff better than anybody out there. And boy, did they really, dial in on Justice League. And they introduced a whole lot of cool stuff in JLA, that was outside of what DC usually does, like Megadon and World War III. I mean, they had some great runs in JLA. But X-Men was hot garbage the way they wrote it. I say that to this day, that part of the problem X-Men comics have even now that just kind of came back was the Morrison run really hit them hard, because everybody was XXX because it was like 2001, 2002, like right around the movies. And Morrison it was not good. It was really horribly written, not character-wise right. Same with the Green Lantern. He didn't capture the character or essence of Hal, I felt.
No.
Because here's the thing. I think what he wanted to do with Green Lantern was he saw that it's space and aliens. So this fits into my wheelhouse of like I can write really cool, crazy, dumb alien type stuff that makes you think. And this Green Lantern is different than the Doom Patrol in a lot of ways, but the biggest one is this, that while yes, you can do aliens and stuff, Green Lantern has only worked, in my personal opinion, has only worked with the superhero genre in it. I think that was the problem with War Journal that I had as well, is that the writer of that didn't want to write Green Lantern John Stewart as a hero. He wanted to write Green Lantern John Stewart as someone who was dealing with a lot of almost Tom King aspects.
Mm-hmm.
That Green Lantern for me works in the context of the Guardians, in the context of OA, space sectors, what have you. So all of this, though, reads like Morrison. They really feel like, I think, like a little sour grapes. And I'm glad they didn't tap Morrison for this, because I can't believe for 1 second it would have been as good of a show as we got right now. No. Thoughts? Okay.
I visually do not like his run on X-Men. I hate what he did to the uniforms, but he tried to put it in. Well,
that was a lot of Frank Quietly too, but I hate what he did to things like Scott and Jean. I hated the character of Cassandra Nova is the one he created.
Oh, he created Cassandra Nova? That makes sense.
That she was a twin that Charles tried to kill in the womb.
Yeah.
I mean, just a whole bunch of... They did a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
I like Grant Morrison's run on Batman and the Justice
JLA.
League with the Tower of Babel and all that.
And if you've never read the Doom Patrol from the 90s that he took over after they moved from superheroes, it was one of the first Vertigo line. Oh, and his Animal Man. Their Animal Man was amazing.
I do want to read more Animal Man. I want to get into Animal Man. I also
what they did with Buddy.
I read the New 52 Animal Man, and I really loved what they did with that. But I do want to read
Vertigo
more.
Will be different. Vertigo will be a little different for you, but
that's fine. Yeah. I think along with Booster Gold, Animal Man is like one of my favorite. I
always liked Buddy.
Outside of the main core group of Justice Leaguers.
And I think that's what Grant Morrison does well, is you put him in the second tier, and I think DC considering the Green Lantern second tier was a problem. I think, especially because they built up so much stuff after DC Rebirth. They built up the Green Lantern Corps, and the Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps book was going good and all this, and then you just kind of was like, Etch-a-Sketch, what happened here? Yeah. It felt like Elseworlds. Anyway, that was kind of it. So Grant Morrison's kind of like to this. Again, take that for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, I think we should pivot to the mailbag. We do have a few things, and then we get out of here because we're almost at an hour 17. So here we go.
Oh, geez.
Time to read mail with the Justice League signal device.
Okay, so the Justice League signal device. So we have a few things. I don't know, Kyle, do you have any comments on anything?
I read a lot of comments for the stuff that we put out, which, by the way, at Lanterns TV Talk on Instagram is where we put all of our reels. We also then do put it on
YouTube,
Facebook, which we'll also
TikTok.
Talk about during our bumps.
Yes.
But some of it, we talked last week about Kyle and Ryan Reynolds not being the same. Relentless says Ryan is I can do it because I believe in myself. Arrogance. Chandler's experience taught me, and you haven't experienced, so I know what I'm doing. There's that one, and then
I saw the one for the dealing with the mask where we spoke last week about Kyle not having a mask, or Kyle Chandler. Hal
will be seen in episode 3.
Okay, good. So Black Nerd Problems replied to that on Instagram. He said, because I said that basically, the problem I have with the mask and stuff, he's like, it is vastly different, meaning that Kyle Chandler's running around without a mask. Hal's running around without a mask. Also takes away from Jon Stewart being the first to go maskless. You shot bail on why they did that, which made me go, oh, true. Which, again, I I said last week, I'm like, it's a writing device. He gets to walk in without wearing the Green Lantern suit and get on the football field. So I get why they did it, but yes. And I forgot what a big deal it was in 84 when John took his mask off, because he took over for Hal in like 82 or 83. Because Hal quit to be with Carol and then she left him. Mm-hmm. But, and he took his mask off, and that was a huge, huge deal. The other thing we got a comment from YouTube from a guy I know down the road named Mike. Mike wrote, Kyle Chandler is now my official Green Lantern. I know the show is leaning towards Jon Stewart and Aaron. No, is doing an amazing job. Aaron is doing an amazing job as John. I'm just absolutely loving Kyle as Hal. He's got the right look and feel to him, just like Michael Keaton did when he played Batman. Can't wait for episode 3. I can't agree more. I think Kyle Chandler's casting was perfect, and he's playing it with enough grizzle and enough maturity that I'm all for it. I think he's fantastic and solid, and I'm very excited. You got anything else you think we want to?
No, I think that's it. We don't have any other emails this week, but we will get into where we can.
Well, we'll talk about that when we report to the. Oh,
exactly.
I think we're getting called, so let's do that.
Will and Kyle, it's time for you to report to the Guardians.
Okay, reporting to the Guardians. So, before we take the oath, we want to remind you how to find us while we're out and about in our sectors. You can join our conversation anytime on our Discord. Listen, we need more Discord people, so please join us on our Discord. Open your browser, go to discord.lanternstvtalk.com and join the discussions. As we said earlier, you can also email us at podcast@lanternstvtalk.com. We didn't say it earlier, so I should take that out. But you please email us at podcast@lanternstvtalk.com. That'll go to both me and Kyle. Mm-hmm. If you want to talk about Kyle, feel free to email me at will@lanternstvtalk.com. And if you want to tell Kyle that he should speak up more and not let the old guy talk so much, you can email him at kyle@lanternstvtalk.com.
We're also on most social media platforms putting out some content most days. On Facebook, it's Lanterns TV Talk. One word. Instagram is Lanterns TV. YouTube is at Lanterns TV Talk. And TikTok is at lanterns.tv.talk.
And you can also find me occasionally streaming on Twitch from time to time when I'm not traveling across the entire freaking country. I tend to do games like Marvel Snap. I did for a while, Star Wars Galaxies, even Fancraft, maybe doing Farming Simulator. You never know. You can just find me on Twitch TV/OldManGamerNY. The NY stands for New York.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KyleKrause89. You can chat me there. You can chat me about all things nerd.
All things nerd. And keep going, because remember I said and.
And, along with some other sources, the primary music for our show is provided by our good friend Charlie Bach. You can find more of his music at soundcloud.com/Charlie Bach.
Okay, so for Kyle. Oh, well, it's supposed to stop. No, it doesn't stop. I can't make it stop.
Oh, no.
Turn that down.
That's okay. We're copy strike over. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Yay. We have to figure out how the soundboard works. Okay. So for Kyle, this is Will saying we'll see you next time as we review episode 3 of Lanterns. Be here Monday live at around 7. We tend to go more 6:30 these days, but maybe 7, maybe 6:30. I will be traveling. So if you want to see how much fun it is when I don't have all my equipment, I'm not going to have enough monitors. Oh, man, this is something to think about. Oh, come to watch the recording or get the podcast at your podcatcher of choice. But we'll leave you guys now with our oath and have a good one. We'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves and each other and Zoe because she's Kappa.
Bye.
Blackest day or brightest night is watermelon, cantaloupe, yada yada, a superstitious and cowardly lot with liberty and justice for all.
In brightest day, in blackest night,
no evil shall escape my sight.
Let those who worship evil's might.
You wear my power. Green Lantern's light.
And stop.
And
All right,
save.
that stopped. We're still live. Welcome to the post game show, everybody. Please be uploading your audio file to me now.
Yep.
And then I got to go through. I may still use the audio from this though, and I'll tell you why. I didn't think about this, but moving the audio bumpers to this cloud.
Yeah.
Unless it would be nice if this thing gave us like you've been in this for X amount of minutes. Cause yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out where to put the bumpers. Like I have them, obviously. I created them.
Well, so when you're traveling next week, by the way, this may be just all boring for everyone that's still here. Are all of our pro scenes going to be there with all the bumps?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because that is why we did this. Is that I put it in the cloud so that I could be on my MacBook out in East Bumblehuck, New Jersey, and everything should be there.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's great, and you can see everything, right? So if you had to run the show, you could.
Yeah,
like
I can see everything, and I can. So let's just say we go to. I can do. That was me.
Good.
Blackest day or
I
brightest
just put us
night.
back to intro basic there.
Yep. So I can. So I can do. All
and
that.
in the comments, and you see where it says layers and music and stuff. If you go to the comments one, that's where I hit show to put I'll put this one here. You know, Sean's nephew. I didn't show this. Anton was probably betrayed by a man under pretending to be his wife. Oh, okay. Interesting thought, Sean's nephew. I like this. I like the fact that we had people talking. Man, this is awesome. Join our Discord.
Where the frack?
Oh, and by the way, I found something else I can do.
Yeah.
Oh,
You could just do.
Hi. It's just
You
me
could-
now.
You could.
You can do it too.
What's that one under? Is that one?
So if you go down at the bottom of your screen, you see where it says Will and Kyle.
Yeah. So.
In the upper left, there's like a white box. Click it.
Oh well, would you look at that? And then then it goes back. Okay.
Yeah. So we could do things. This is kind of cool. So I like that. We're using EV Mux if anybody ever asks. All right. I think we're in a good spot. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
hold on.
uploading?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to find everything. Okay, hold on. Let me get down. Is it under downloads? Audacity. It's under Audacity. There we go. Kyle Lanterns.
Did you remember to install the MP3 exporter?
It's in it. Yeah, it's got MP3.
Just double checking. Just checking. Oh, this is good beer. Yeah, I started getting a lot more talkative towards the end because 9% is that goes down.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This goes down so easy. It's a New Belgium IPA, so it's not super
no,
hoppy.
I know. I know Voodoo Ranger quite well.
So
I'm deleting episode 3 from the box and just
that's fine.
Putting
episode 5, 6, 6.
I did Kyle Lanterns 3 because why'd I do 3? Hold on, let me
because it is episode. It's not even episode 3.
I know. Hold on, let me see if I can rename it.
I can rename it. You're fine. It's fine.
No, I'm renaming it.
I don't want to deal with the upload, man.
Don't worry, it's there. Hold on.
So we still got people watching, man. How you guys digging it?
Episode 2.
I hope you guys are digging everything, man. You know, like we're still finding our way, but overall, it's pretty good. We had the guys from Lanterns Live and the other one. They were in our chat for a while.
Yeah, we had.
I want to do something with them. I so want to be like, guys, listen. Let's get a Sunday. I'll even go on a Sunday night. Like I'd love to sit third or fourth chair. Let you guys run your show. But, you know, at the very least, at the end of the season, I'd love to get a round table. Like, just because I think this is, who knows if this is going to happen again. I meant to say this during the show. I still have expect for the country to wake up and realize we're talking about Green Lantern and go, wait, this sucks. And we never get season 2. But, yeah.
I hope that's not the case.
I do too.
Because I want more.
I want more. I think I'm more right than I ever have been. I think Hal's a manhunter, and the town is too. And they're all like stored somewhere. They're going to be saved, like pod people. But Hal gets out, kills the manhunter.
They did the storing of the pod people in the lesser known Marvel show Secret Invasion. So I don't want them to copy it exactly.
The farm was destroyed in 26.
It was.
What if that's where they are?
I also have
This is like super speculation.
I think also underneath the farm is where they will have all the alien technology that we see in this season on Lanterns.
Do you like the new Lantern shirt? I got another one coming next week. I'm just trying to get Green Lantern shirts every week.
I need stuff.
You need a ring. Listen, Ring Foundry, man. I got to ring out to those guys.
The ring is coming from the DC shop. It'll just be here after the show is done.
Yeah, you didn't get this ring, surprisingly.
I didn't get Guy's ring. Yes, I mean I still can, but I wanted Hal's ring. I asked one of my coworkers. I'm like, this ring, Guy's, or this ring, Hal's, and
very few people have this ring.
I really want Kyle's ring because it makes sense for me.
Yes.
But
I love this ring so much. It's like one of my favorite. You can't wear it because it will break. It's actually, I've kept this alive since 1993, but it will break. Like I know of people that theirs broke. So the fact that mine's still alive, I know I could sell it on eBay probably for a good 100. But
I would have one of my 3D printer friends maybe print me one, but I don't know how well that would work.
Yeah. I had the metal Kyle one they put out in 98 as well. Like I had that one. And it was a daily wear. And by the way, my skin is so acidic it ate through it. But it was I loved that ring.
I can do show stuff. Okay. Lanterns Live's like, no way, I love the power battery.
Yeah. So you can definitely play around with those as well. I'll still run it next week if I can, but it's nice to know that if I can't for some reason, you can take it over.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'm uploading.
You know what? They're not even selling those rings on eBay, are they? Holy cow. Nobody has those plastic power rings. They have 3D printed ones.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was it Kyle Rayner? It was Emerald. It was during Emerald Twilight. It came out right after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was part of the issue 51. You had the pin and you had the ring. Yeah. Emerald Twilight, Green Lantern ring. Yeah, nobody's got them. Oh, maybe I should sell this thing on eBay, man. Yeah, my favorite one, it's a size too small. I think this is a 10. This is my favorite for the sheer, it's metal. It's the Honor Guard ring. It's the most realistic looking one. If you wear a lantern, the shape is right. It doesn't stick up off your finger. It's flat. For me, I love this ring. It's a size 10. I can wear it on some days on my finger, and then other days I need to get butter and stuff to take it off. So I never leave it on very much but I love the way it looks. So I'm always just so I wish I'd gotten this in size 11, because it was fantastic.
Yeah. DC's shops.
What did they say? We forgot to talk about that. Yeah.
That's fine. They're like, thank you for your patience. And we're sorry we're unable to accommodate your size change request. We received an update from our vendor confirming that they're unable to change the ring size to a size 12 at this time. Unfortunately, once an order has been placed, we're unable to make changes such as updating items, sizes, colors, quantities, or combining orders.
Kyle, I'm not going to put this in the public chat. Oh, no. This will come private. You need to do this. Do you have an eBay account?
Yeah.
It's $9 with $5 shipping.
That
it's the ring you want, man.
It is the ring I want. It looks terrible, though.
Dude, they're all going to look bad. If you look at mine is from 1993. It's plastic. It's going to have the white end on it. It's cool to have. I would buy it myself just to have a spare. Because dude, that would be cool.
There's another one for $10 that looks even worse.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm waiting.
Listen, man, I've been investing in this show. I'm buying shirts every week. I got rings coming.
I need hats. That's what I need.
Hats. I need a hat
shop
too.
has it all.
Well, I wonder if I can I forget where I got this hat. This one I had made special because it says Old Man Gamer. Like,
Yeah, I saw that.
you
Yeah.
know, I wonder if I can get one with lantern and that, because that would be ideal.
DC
I know
shop.
that the guys have one on the other show, like not Will, but the other one. I forget what his name is. Lanterns Live, but Will's the other guy, and he's got a Lanterns hat, and I'm like, but for me, here's the deal: I want it fitted because I wear my hats backwards because I'm
I
I'm
could have
from
signed
Gen
up for
X.
their newsletter and got saved 10%. Damn it! That's what I forgot to do.
Because I wear my hat backwards. I'm from Gen X. That's what we do. My wife, it came back in style for a while and then it left again. But yes.
I wear my hat backwards sometimes. It's just there's nothing on this. It just says Injustice 2.
See, I like the fitted hats because I wear my hat backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do have lantern-esque hoodies.
Right.
But I'm not going to wear it when it's 75 degrees or higher, or even 60 degrees or higher. It needs to be like 40 degrees.
Yeah. Because I like wearing my hats. So
should I get this? Really, they're selling the Hal Jordan Green Lantern Pop, the comic version,
the new one, yeah,
the comic version for $20 on DC Shop. I saw it at GameStop for $11.
I do wonder how much this is worth.
I could. Does it come with the ring?
I wonder how much this is worth. I don't know if you can see it. I'll turn off my background here. Hold on. So nobody judge me because we're still living in the bunker. But yes.
Where I am, return of the Mac, that ass.
Right. It's the word is dead ass.
Dead ass. Whatever. Dead ass. I can take these rings off now.
Yeah, you can take them off. I almost was going to wear them because I love how those guys, they all wear them like, no background. Okay, so here we go. So this one.
Oh, that's the original. That's the first one. That
09, and it's in a really good box. It's in really, really good condition.
Do I still have my Jon Stewart pop?
So I do wonder how much that would be worth. See, I'm trying to get this to look good on the screen, and it's so hard because
I would love this more, but this is all heavy. So it's up against the wall, and I'm not changing that. I will just I'll keep it myself.
So they have a Green Lantern fitted hat.
They
somewhere.
do. They do.
And,
I'm also
but there's nothing on the back. And I would be like, I want to have something on the back. Design locations back? Ooh, wait a second. If I could put something on the back.
They have on the DC Shop, they have the Guy Gardner costume.
Yeah,
Halloween one. It is not in my size, so there's no way that I would be getting into that.
I wouldn't do that anyway. I would Etsy the coat for me personally, because that's all you need is the coat.
I mean, the power battery, the Green Lantern power battery embroidered dad hat has the lantern on the back. And that is the only hat that they have on the DC Shop. I think if you go to superherostuff.com.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to give it too much. Yeah.
They have a whole list. They even have Guy Gardner's ring, which is really like very affordable. And it's from DC Studios and from the Superman thing. So it's certificate of authenticity. So, and it's size 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14. For $35.
Okay, I need to make a hat. Because I guess I can make a hat where
there is a new this thing glows in the dark. Oh, it doesn't even have my God, this is why I hate being a big-headed person sometimes.
I can get Old Man Gamer put on the back. I could put Leonard's TV Talk on the back of this.
Do Leonard's TV Talk. That one's better. I also thought about getting the 9-piece core set.
Right. I've thought about that too, but they are, what do you call it? they are for sizing. Like they're for multiple sizes. They're not a complete like. And I'm like, oh man, that just tells me it's gonna break. Like that's cool. Lanterns TV Talk. Will.
Man, maybe I do get this ring too.
I say you get that ring, man. I'll wear mine with you, man. We'll be like matching.
Yeah.
Ooh, so check this out. All right, I don't know. Can I show my screen? No, this doesn't have share screen. Does it? Oh, it does. Watch this. Okay, we'll share the screen. Hold on. What do you think of this?
Let me get back to this.
Here we go.
Yep. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see.
I got to share it. Hold on.
There we go.
There. So co-host Will, and on the front, or I could just put Will, I guess.
You just put Will. I don't like the co-host part.
Right. Or I could just put Old Man Gamer.
Could do Old Man Gamer.
And good size. Oh,
but does
I like
it come in green?
I could get it to come in green. They have dark gray, navy, green, spruce. Oh, I'm kind of liking that more.
I like that.
I'm thinking I might spend $38 at this next paycheck. Because that would look pretty cool. I don't know if anybody's watching still, but yeah. And you know what? Here's the thing. What we could do is say, hey, this would be like, hey, get us some, Patreon. Well, we don't have patrons, but
we don't have.
We can come up with some way to be like, let me buy one for Kyle. I'll buy mine, but we should buy one for you. And if I'm going to have one, you should have one.
I do need a new hat.
And having it backwards, I get the large, extra large. I don't like that it doesn't give me. Oh wait, does it have a size chart? Okay, good. 7 1/8 to 7 5/8, which is me. I'm 7 5/8 almost exactly, and it'll stretch. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm gonna buy that next week. I might buy two. I might send you one, Kyle. Legit. Because I think us having matching hats like that, especially if you're gonna get the ring. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. The logo on it's gonna be stupid as hell. But,
oh God, yeah.
It'd be practically ironed on, but
yeah.
I think I want this. I don't know that I would get green. I would get you green. I'd wear the black.
Oh yeah, I would have to get green, but I also like black. But green's better because it's a Green Lantern show.
Right. Oh, I'm starting.
That's not a bad. This is a bad financial decision, and I want to do it.
A $12 ring is a bad financial decision.
A $35 ring is a bad.
No, it isn't. It's $35. Of course, I'm speaking like somebody who makes the money.
The thing is, now. on superhero stuff, there's 0 reviews for it.
Oh, what's it for? A ring?
Yeah, it's the Guy Gardner ring. If you look it up, you tell me if that's the box that it came in for yours.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, I can show you my box. I still have it.
Because it looks exactly like the one that you're wearing.
That's the box it came in.
That's the box. Open it up.
It's a Superman box because it was from Superman.
Right.
Did they show the box? I don't see the picture.
Yeah, it says
it is the box. That's the right box. That's the box.
Okay, it's legit then.
So the green one down below, the green ring down below is the one I bought. This one here.
Okay.
The silver one with the green paint, it was up until I got this, my daily wear, and that's this.
Okay.
One. So this one you can wear in public and not feel, like I'm wearing the green one because I don't give a shit.
I probably wouldn't wear. I wouldn't wear any of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear. Oh no, I'm wearing when the house comes.
I did wear this in public the day of the premiere. I went to a comic book shop, but I went to a comic book shop, so it made sense. All right. Oh, Jesus.
Just do it. Do it. I might send you a hat, man. Come on, if I'm willing to send you a hat.
I know. I know.
Oh, wait. And Kurosh is also calling you out, man.
I did spend $70 on the ring. Yes, I know. I know.
You're getting called out by Karosh, and we haven't decided yet if Karosh is older or younger.
No, we'll find out.
You could be getting called out by like a Gen Beta.
Hell is a Gen Beta?
I don't know. I'm assuming after Alpha.
God, I already feel old about Gen Alpha.
And what's nice about this is you can get a size 14 Guy Gardner.
I know. I probably wouldn't get 14. I'd probably get 12.
Mine is a 12, and it fits. I think mine's a 12. Mine might actually be 11, and I wish I got a 12. Like, I know I got a 12 for the new one. Nope, it is a size 12. So, and this can get a little tight sometimes.
Yeah. You said yours was a 12?
Yeah, mine's a 12.
I really wish I had a...
But the 14, you're going to have to get a ring spacer at like Walmart for it. Because, I mean, I got a 13 ring once, and I was like, oh, dear God. Like, it's weird because I think the movie Green Lantern rings were like all size 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it fits me on some days, and on other days it doesn't. I have thin and fat days like everybody else. So, well, I think we should shut down because I want to start editing the show and go to bed because it's getting late.
I want to eat dinner.
Yeah, me too. All right, so we're going to shut this stream down, guys. I hope you guys dug it. Let us know. Please reach out. Hey, Karosh, Lanterns Live, Sean's nephew, Avi Aki.
Oh, okay. Read the Discord. Don't read it out loud. Read the Discord.
Our Discord?
Yes. Read the general.
I was very, very wrong. You are our people. And okay, so let me rephrase that entire question. Kyle, you got called out by a complete stranger.
I'm looking into it. As estimated ship date 8/30. That's next week.
That's next week, dude. Come on, just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Let me look into
Pull
this.
the trigger. No. You just do it. Do it now. Do it now.
No. Financially, I need to look into this.
Oh my gosh, finance! What are you going to take out a small business loan?
I might have to.
I know you drive to work. It's easy for me to say. I don't drive to work anymore. I get paid to travel.
I am a single person living by myself.
Yeah, you got like 900 action figures. You have basically guaranteed that no woman with any vision, any semblance of sight is going to sleep with you.
Oh, I did just also buy a $35 action figure this weekend.
Good man.
I also bought.
Kyle, you have to buy it soon. Check the Discord. They're saying they're going to buy the ring. If they only have one left, that's it, man. You better pull that trigger.
I will. I'm going to look into this. Okay, I'm going to look into this. I'm going to look into this.
Horrible. I have been gainfully employed for far too long. I've been this job I'm in now. I'm finally getting paid what I'm worth, and I have been for the last 4 years. So sometimes it's really hard for me to be like, remember what it was like when a $70 purchase was like, I need to ask the wife, and I'm probably going to have to do a PayPal paying for, and I'm probably, which is what I do now. Even I still do that. Like if I need something like that, I think I did with the DC ring. Because it came in between paychecks, right? So I did a PayPal paying for on it.
Hold on. We're gonna look into this
because it was interest free. So I'm like, what the hell, And I pay them all off. I mean, I pay my credit cards off. But
I mean, this is also a.
It's show. You know what? It's probably tax deductible.
We're not taxing. We don't have a business.
We don't have a business yet.
I don't even think
we're gonna churn on donations to Kyle's ring/Will's hat fund. I want to get you a hat. Actually, I might buy 2 of those hats. I may do that this week. I'll get your mailing address and send it to you. Because if I'm going to have one, I'd feel weird if I have one and you don't. Like, I'll just keep wearing Old Man Gamer. But for show advertising to have, Lanterns TV Talk and the whole, I'll probably put podcast even on it somewhere, to be like, oh, you have a podcast? Because, dude, that happened all week while I was traveling last week. I'm wearing my Green Lantern ring, and everybody's asking me about, oh, did you see the show? Yeah, I've got a podcast about it. Really? In fact, I don't know if any of them were on tonight, but, yeah, I consider it part of the show. So, and again, Ring Foundry, feel free to sponsor us at any time.
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Okay.
Is it this? It is not that.
Your credit card
that.
number is 123.
The credit card number is 222-222-222-222.
I have the same combination on my luggage.
Oh, well.
All right, now we're going to get out of here for real, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging. I love it. Is it Korosh? K1612. Thanks for hanging with us.
All right, I'll look into this.
You're going to just do it. Just freaking do it, man. Just do it. What the heck's the matter with you? I spent money. I bought rings and a shirt. Come on, man.
I know. Okay. John's birthday. I'll do it for John's birthday.
Yeah, do it for John's birthday. Do it for Belle's birthday.
What the
Belle? We got to try to get Belle on one of these episodes.
I would love to have Belle on this, but okay, let's go.
All right, you buying it?
Let's go. Let's.
Oh, we're getting off the air. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you later. And we've ended the